Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming. It's
hello.
not Otaku Tuesday.
No, sorry.
Bye.
It's just a normal day. We're playing a visual novel
Yeah, of course.
on Bookend Gaming.
Because we were like, this is just a bonus thing. It won't take forever, but that's pretty long.
It is. It's taking a lot of time.
But it's breezy because we enjoy it.
We're on Reflection.
Yeah.
REFLECTION Reflection. Yeah, that's how it goes, right?
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You couldn't even be bothered to try to rhyme it either.
Nah, I don't care. I'm done. Part 1.
Yeah, you're going to be talking to yourself because you're Yuri now.
Oh, great. I'm Yuri and Monika.
It's fine. All the girls are in them all.
Are they, though?
For the most part.
Am I bothering you? No.
This one's going to just be those two.
It is. There's no other people present at all.
Pretty amazing.
Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. But I did.
Then don't. Yeah, jerk.
Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be interrupted when I'm by myself either.
That's
fucking
terrifying.
Ghosts!
That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize. Even if it takes a little bit of prodding and probing.
It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work. So it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with.
You guys, you're being too silly.
Stop being so silly. I have to leave. Yuri glances across the room at Sayori and Natsuki, who
don't say anything for this entire episode.
Team silly. Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki's lobbing into the air. But the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor.
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
Maybe I should say something.
No need. They just ran out of cookie. What a waste.
They've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy.
I'm not jealous at all.
Sayori seems particularly good at making that happen.
So are we besties?
Please say yes.
But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well.
Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members.
Not at all. Please don't engage me.
I'm just going to take a nap.
I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. That responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage.
Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends?
I just read the words on my
My
friends.
friends are Frodo and Sam.
Oh.
That's lame. I don't want to be your friend anymore.
But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes.
Do you always read fantasy?
Just picturing her in like a storage room reading Neverending Story, and it's like just those movies always crack me up because it was like a kid just like reading a book in an attic and something scary would happen, and just to picture it, like no one else can see, but from the outside you just see this kid reading and then he throws the book and goes, ah!
Like if it just watched from his perspective for the entire movie.
Yeah, just silent. And then all of a sudden he's like, Artax, no!
Right. That's Yuri when she's reading Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh, God. Not Boromir.
Oh, a Nazgul.
Oh, Jesus.
Not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. There are still 2 more books after this one.
I guess I went British. So
It's hard to do, right?
I guess those long books suit you well since you spend so much time reading.
Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that I'm more or less indiscriminate to the genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity, and sometimes sex.
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah? Even like romance?
Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them.
What's New Moon?
Oh, come on, don't read that garbage. You know what I mean.
Monika lowers her voice.
It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too.
I fucking love Fabio.
The girl on her front, their nipples showing?
Yeah.
know.
I'm the vicar.
You know who the hero is,
Do you
right?
even
The
know what
guy on the front with his nipples showing. Yeah,
Do you even know what a vicar is? He's like a hockey goalie.
A goalie, right? Where did you learn that word? I don't know. Zelda.
Over on them burning loins.
Oh, God. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely, and people were mean to me a lot and made fun of my hair arms. So it kind of felt like...
I was horny all the time.
Please don't make me think about the past. That's why her hair's so long, so she can reach down there.
Right. Oh, them hair arms.
Hee, sorry.
Like an even better stranger.
I just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That would be so much fun.
Absolutely not.
Really? Even if it was just between us?
I'll do all the guy parts.
Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki.
Ouch!
Sorry, I swear I didn't mean that. I totally meant that.
Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past, too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience.
There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone, like pants.
Cut to like 20 years from now, they're trying to go to sleep, and they're just like, oh, remember that thing I did 20 years ago?
Yeah. Cringe! For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too.
Hey, weren't you talking about me? I got to do a thing!
Yeah. No. We were just...
Nobody ever grows out of anime. Shut up.
That's true. You go back into it.
Yeah, you fall out and then come back.
Oh, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years.
It's like World of Warcraft.
When did you get into manga, Natsuki?
Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but then I was really hard I wasn't really going hard until then.
Oh, yeah? What was in it that inspired you to get more into it?
I read .hack. I don't know. I guess, let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase when I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself.
Hey, kind of like Yuri. She's edgy and cool.
Monika.
A couple of fucking edgelords over here.
Sorry.
Why don't you go listen to Linkin Park?
That's completely wrong, so...
Like Linkin Park is the edgiest thing I could think of. I mean, that's high school edgy.
Right.
It's still cool that you both really found your thing. I haven't found my thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times and bad times.
You know what? Oh, what the heck? Is this book even bigger than the last one you were reading?
It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much.
How high do you think it would go if you stacked the whole series?
Natsuki estimates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack.
I should get one of the mangas with 50 volumes long so I can say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for it.
But it's, like, still all pictures in
Still baby books.
Please, that would hardly count when...
Wow.
Your books only have a few words per page.
I know, I was just joking. But a picture's worth 1,000 words, you bitch. I can never really actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me.
Touché. Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. It's not boring.
How dare you?
Hobbits are not boring.
They're not gay. They're hobbits. So I said it for me, not for you. I got my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted.
Ellipsis.
Say, Yuri, are those from the floor?
Gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. But my hands are dirty. Just do it. They always are in there. Wait, what? They're always on there, even you can't see them.
What?
Fine.
I can't understand you, but you feed me cookies.
Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki follows.
Well, that's my time, everybody.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yuri, you look a little upset. Did you want some cookies? We can do it too.
What kind of nerve does she have to call all my hobbies boring?
I don't have cookies, but I've got these gobstoppers, so just, like, cover your teeth.
Well, she did correct herself.
Hardly. She was so condescending.
Let's talk shit on her.
I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these mean to me. So how can just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it?
I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right, but this won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like.
Yeah, I mean, that's how people work.
Especially in a literature club, so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them positive and constructive.
Maybe I should buy a cattle prod.
For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability to get through them so quickly.
You're not actually reading them, are you?
Thank you.
Okay, well, this is something that I'll have to think about and revisit.
This is, I don't know. It's so unnatural speaking.
How people do not talk like this.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Compared to like the regular game.
Yeah, I know. Like, and it's still written by Salvato.
Yeah, right.
It's just it's been so many years, he just doesn't have that same mindset.
Right, I don't know. Because it doesn't have the same, like, even genre, because it's not spooky. It's
right.
But
and
it's
they're not
just
talking to. They're not talking to us. They're only talking to each other.
Right.
So
it's just so weird. It seems like a fan game or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Right.
Because it's just like it's so after school special.
Yeah. Let me think about how we can figure this out together.
I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you.
Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected, like you
Roll
did.
credits.
I thought it was reflection. We already did respect.
Oh, we did do respect. Respect was the last one.
Yeah.
God, Yuri, what the hell?
You know, like how you treated Natsuki when she joined.
Right.
That then, either way, I'll do my best, whether it's reflecting or respecting.
Words are hard.
I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monika, but I'm skeptical.
Just get rid of her.
Let's kill her.
I have these knives.
And thus...
Okay, everyone! We have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other.
Aren't you being a little dramatic about this?
Shut up, I bought new mayonnaise!
It's fat-free! No!
No, that's not mayonnaise.
This is important to me.
Well, sorry. I just feel like I'm being accused of something.
No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect
There it is.
or respect on the power of language. And I thought it would be a good topic for the Literature Club, don't you think?
What's speech club?
I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club.
If you say so.
Gotta make love in this club. Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. For instance, fuck has like 13 different uses.
Fucking fucked. Fucked fuckily.
Yeah.
We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything.
Yeah, this is such a casual conversation.
For example, Sayori, what is your favorite food? Floor cookies.
I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast?
Oh, geez, shut up. Okay, how about your favorite fruit?
That's easy. Cherries!
Really?
That's stupid.
I always thought cherries tasted nasty.
Well, screw you. I quit the club.
What? Screw you, you cherry-eating bitch.
Cherries are delicious.
Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction.
Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty.
Lesson learned. Check, I'm the greatest president. How does it make you feel? Cherries?
I don't know. I want some cherries. Sad.
Do you have cherries or not? Defensive, maybe?
Yeah, I got defensive. Stop ganging up on me.
See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language.
Well, shove it up your ass, because cherries are awesome.
I'm challenging Sayori's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty.
That's what sets her off. She's like questioning her reality on cherries. Questioning reality? It's all a game!
The cherries! That's the key!
Cut to her like talking to the player and being like, it all started when we were talking about cherries.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I can tie a cherry stem in my mouth.
Oh my god. How's that objective when you just said it was your only your own opinion?
It has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of the cherries, not your feelings about them. Like, Sayori, let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty.
Good.
Because you're nasty, you stupid cherry-hating bitch. So what if instead of that, I said, like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy.
Well, you're fucking wrong. Well, that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word.
Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across.
I don't understand at all.
I'm great at debate. This time around,
This is how she wins every she thinks she wins every debate in
Right.
debate club because she's just like, I'm right.
instead of talking about the cherries, I just talk about my feelings, and Sayori didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not going to quiz you or something.
I know that. I'm just not listening.
Just writing down everybody's opinion on cherries.
I was just...
I was crossing out my cherries jubilee recipe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you'd like. But does anyone have thoughts so far?
Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings.
Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people.
If you want to just be a bitch all the time.
I'm only suggesting as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience, rather than an argument. Right, Sayori?
Whatever you say, cherry hater.
Oh god, this bitch again. Come on. Sayori, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate.
Oh, so you're a liar then. What the heck?
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
I've been duped.
Hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Picard. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae?
I'd rather have one today, thank you.
Yeah.
You are welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president.
Yes, call me that again.
Buying up people's loyalty. How deplorable.
Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week.
Oh, is a cherry sundae like a sundae with cherry ice cream, or is it just
with
a normal sundae with a cherry on top?
Yeah, I don't know.
With a bunch of cherries?
It's just a bowl of cherries.
I have to know. She just gives it to you on a sundae.
Right.
That was... I mean... I was reading and not keeping track of them.
Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. Back to cherries. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Like this boy. Like manga, right?
I think manga's for little babies.
Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion.
This will go great.
Right.
Yuri, do you want to start?
I hate manga. Well, I'd rather not know.
How come?
Because I can't think of a single positive thing to say about manga. I don't see how anything productive can come from that.
She's the only one who hasn't read it. Like the other two kind of gave in and read some.
It's just going to start a fight.
No, it'll be fine. That's why I'm here to moderate.
Zap, zap.
Let's just have a calm and rational discussion.
Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectful to speak your mind.
Respectable.
Is this one not called respect?
Or reflectable. Yuri's expression changes at that word. As Monika recalls, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. The Horcrux, you might say.
Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly,
It's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like, but everything that you like sucks.
Even if it's for stupid diaper babies.
Zelda 64 sucks.
It does. Sorry, there's gonna be people in here who don't watch the Zelda 64 thing, but now you've called me out. I hate Zelda 64.
I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material.
Come at me, Scrub Lord, I'm ripped.
I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level.
Oh, well, that's just a misunderstanding then.
Well, then you haven't... I mean, okay. There's a lot of in-depth manga and anime.
She's never read it. She just thinks it's like a shitty comic book.
Right.
I thought you were going to say that the manga's for children or something. Like, I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga.
Here we go.
They get real deep.
I'm not clueless about manga. I've read my own fair share when I was younger.
What, are you serious? How come you never told me?
Because I'm past that point in my life and I really prefer not to revisit it. It was when I was all edgy and listening to Linkin Park. I prefer more mature things now.
In the end. Excuse me?
Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here?
No.
Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature? That certain someone who won't be named for being into it?
The one I'm not pointing at? Or
Somewhere over here!
She's actually just flicking her ribbon.
Yeah.
Bing, bing.
Ellipsis.
Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you.
Oh, shots fired.
Natsuki!
Nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. Okay.
I'm the best adult.
It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring.
Boring isn't subjective.
Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. Anyone who reads it is boring.
But, I mean, the thing about...
This is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset.
I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think.
I'm not upset!
But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me. So I'm glad that my suspicions were concerned.
Well, I am taller.
Confirmed.
That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. It's something stupid baby manga readers do. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has the least bit of respect or reflect for the things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business.
What, have you looked in a mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling on my interest immature.
Mirrors reflect. You can't.
Whoa! Please stop! Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends.
We got cookies and we got mayonnaise. What more do we need? I didn't mean for this to happen.
Well, it did.
No shit.
So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time. Okay.
Oh, that music stopped.
Oh no. But the cherries.
Yuri's piercing words send the clubroom into a choked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves.
She forgets that the
leaves?
door is a push door and not a pull, and it's real embarrassing.
Who leaves?
It's gotta be Yuri.
Ambiguous. Yeah, it's Yuri.
Holy crap. I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. She's usually more British.
Well, you weren't very nice either, so...
I was just saying. How did this happen? I was asleep.
It's my fault. Oh, okay. Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts.
Well, throw a fucking pity party for yourself.
It was a really stupid thing for me to do.
It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid.
Just a stupid cherry-hating dumb bitch.
I'm so stupid and beautiful. Everyone in this club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Like cherries. You weren't actually kidding, were you? Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself.
Do you have them or not? Because I think I'm about to leave too.
Is it Sunday yet? Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga. But if you actually look down on other people for it.
That's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place, but I got sidetracked on cherries.
Now.
It's not about sugarcoating things.
Cherries?
Shut up, Sayori! It's about just recognizing and understanding our differences.
Okay, but here's the thing about that. You're stupid. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her and not just the way we talk to each other, right?
I mean...
Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. She's like a cherry. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should.
It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. I did so great at it last time. Wow, I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems.
This wasn't your fault, Monika. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I can just move on now. The truth come out.
Does manga
prove-
is literature?
But... Fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter.
Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I'll come up with another fruit-related discussion next time.
That'll solve everything.
Cherries was not the answer. I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Haha.
Monika says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. That was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anyone, and this is the reason.
Because Yuri's the worst and Natsuki's the best.
As Sayori and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monika sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other?
Find out next time.
Monika desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. And thus...
Their fates were sealed.
We did it!
Yeah!
Right, that's an esopode.
Yep, and now we can do
Yeah.
Respection
Respection
Part 2.
Part 2.
Huzzah. Did we know we don't unlock? Oh, we have unlocked pictures for the second ones, right?
Right.
I want more pictures. I'm just going to look up pictures on my phone.
Okay.
And not ones that we can show.
Oh. We can. Just slap a taco on it.
Well, there you go.